Hi everybody, I'm Claire from Rainbow Acrylics. I'm going to do a pour that has been inspired by this coaster. So I did some coasters recently and this colour scheme was new to me. It's got a very deep base turquoise colour, an Amsterdam paint. I'll show you in a minute what it is. And I used some cell activator in the middle, so it's a bit like a bloom. And then just some turquoises, green, blue, and the blue green from Pebeo, and I just loved this colour scheme. So I'm going to do a canvas. I'm going to do a bloom style Dutch pour with these colours, but I'm going to add in a little bit of violet because I just want to, because I love my pinks and purples. And I'm going to do it on quite a small canvas, a narrow canvas. So it should be fun. So let me show you. So these are my colours. So the main colour I'm using is this Daler Rowney. Oh, it's not an Amsterdam, it's a Daler Rowney colour. System 3 acrylic phthalo turquoise. So I want that for the base on my canvas, but this is such a dark turquoise, it almost looks black when it's dry. So what I've done is diluted it. So this is the full colour. But then I've added some white to create this colour, and then I've added some more white to create this colour. So they're just three beautiful shades. That shows you the consistency actually. They're three beautiful shades of turquoise. So I'm going to use all three colours for the base. So it's going to be a split colour base, but it's not going to be divided. They're all going to be blown around together to look really pretty. These are my design colours. So Pebeo Studio acrylics, I've got the iridescent blue green and the iridescent green blue. And then these two Pebeo colours, I've got the iridescent violet blue and the oriental violet, because I think those two look good together. And then this one, Amsterdam permanent blue violet. So this is a purpley colour, but a very deep purpley colour. So I just think a tiny bit of that will complement these ones quite nicely. And then I've got Daler Rowney pearl black, and pearl white, just for a bit of contrast. So I think those colours mixed with the ones in the pots, I'm hoping will look really pretty. All of my paints I've mixed with this. I've mixed with the American floetrol, and I have mixed them 2 parts floetrol to 1 part paint to 3/4 of a part water, except for the iridescent ones. So the turquoises and the blue and the black and the white, I've mixed 2 parts floetrol, 1 part paint to 1 part water. So it's got slightly more water in because these are slightly thicker paints. So my canvas, it's a 50 centimetre by 20 centimetre, so really narrow. So my idea is to do maybe 3 sort of flowers, blow them out by mouth. I'm using some cell activator in the centre of each, which is Australian floetrol mixed with mixed with this, which is the Amsterdam white. So 3 parts Australian floetrol to 1 part Amsterdam white, and just with a hint of water, a splash of water. So let's get started. To put my base colours down, I'm just literally going to pour some of these 3 greens, turquoises over. I'd like it to be quite a dark base, but just not that dark. So just thinking the best. I think I'm just gonna pour some on, see what happens. And then I'd quite like to keep just a little bit of that paint left, because I might actually include that in some of the blooms. Right, so I'm going to blow this with the hairdryer to get the canvas covered. I could not be happier with that. How pretty. I'm so pleased with that. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful without anything else added. Oh, I really like that. I put too much paint on, I realised. So I've wasted a lot of paint. I've blown a lot over the edge. But I don't want too much paint on, otherwise it just won't dry properly. Oh, that's so pretty. Right, so I'm just going to just dab the edges, just to get all the edges covered. So I'm ready now to put down my colours. Having seen this base, I am simplifying my colours that I've got here. So I've taken out the iridescent green blue because it was too green against these. And I've also just taken out the iridescent black because I just don't think I need it. What I'm going to do is start with some white, because I think that will then create a separation between the turquoise and the purples, hopefully just to avoid a bit of muddying. And then I'm going to go for the really dark violet to try and get the real base of the flowers. And then I've alternated the turquoises and the purples. So the middle has got to be about there. I find it much easier putting paint on with the stir stick like this rather than pouring, because you just got so much more control, because I can always go back and then just add a couple more drops with the stir stick. Right, and then last but not least, my cell activator. So I'm going to blow these out with my mouth, not with a hairdryer. Wow, they're looking so pretty. It's subtle on the base, but so pretty. I'm just going to tweak around the edges a little bit. Right, and now I'm going to let this stand for a few minutes, because already I can actually see more of that lacing and that detail appearing the longer I'm leaving it, and the cells around the edges are absolutely beautiful. So I've kind of got a bloom in the centre, but what looks like Dutch pour cells around the outside. So these are my Dutch pour consistency, but with the cell activator in the middle, which is what you use for the blooms. So I'm kind of mixing, I think, the two techniques. So I'm just going to leave these for a couple of minutes and then I'll be back. I am so happy with this. Absolutely love it. It looks on my phone on the video here, it looks really blue, but the base is not blue at all. It's all greens and turquoises. But let me take you in. I'm absolutely amazed. Take you in for a close-up. The base colour I am in love with. Absolutely love it. I'm not a massive fan of big negative spaces in paintings because I find it a bit boring. I quite like lots of busy details. So the base I just love. Now look at these cells. So you've got sort of typical Dutch pour cells around the edge. But then in the centre, just, oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Look at all that amazing lacing. And if you really look really closely, the detail is just incredible. And then more cells at the edges again. And then the middle flower, you can see a little bit of the sparkle there. So everything is sparkly on these flowers. Really pretty. I think that's the white, the pearl white that I put at the bottom. So again, you've got the cells, the layers, and then look at the lacing. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with this. These colours are just gorgeous. And then last but not least, the third one. And I think actually this is the most impressive lacing because look at that. You've got the big lacing in the middle, but then the small lacing at the edge. Wow, so happy. I cannot wait for this to dry. Right, I'll be back when it's dried. It's dry and I'm so happy. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's dried perfectly. It's dried exactly as I'd left it. The colour in this video looks blue and it's not. It is really green. Let me see. That looks a bit more realistic. In fact, I'm just going to move it to see if I can show you the colour. That's more realistic now. It's definitely greens and turquoises. Right, let me show you some of these amazing details. These cells, or actually before I show you that, I'll show you what I've done to the edges. I have outlined the three flowers in the deep purple. They just didn't stand out enough. I outlined them, but then I decided that the outline was a little bit too stark. So what I've then done is painted a very thin layer of the pearl white on the inside, and it just seems to brighten it up. I'm really pleased with it, and when you can see how shiny that pearl white line is as well. Really pretty. So the details are just gorgeous. The more I look at it, let me get the light shadow out of the way, the more I look at it, the more details I see. The lacing, just I'm so happy, so pleased with it. And the cells, I love the combination of lacing in the centre and then the cells at the edge. I think it really adds to it because it's just different details, different variation within the painting. So quite a crazy, quite a chaotic painting, but look at that shimmer. You can see all the shine from the iridescent, so the iridescent turquoise and the pearl white creates that beautiful shine. Yeah, so quite a crazy painting, but I really like it. I'm so happy. Let me know what you think. It might be a bit too chaotic for some people, but yeah, I like it. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave any comments, any questions. Please do subscribe to my channel and then hit the notification bell to all, and then you'll get notified of all future videos. Great. Take care. Bye.